Say hello to everybody in the world.
Hello, Michael. Please subscribe Michael first.
Ah, it's very kind. Thank you very much. Really nice to meet you. You have a good day. Thank you. You take care. Sastriakal. Thank you. Oh, what a lovely guy. This morning, everyone. Day 3 in India. Just come out of my hotel, as you can see, Hotel Palace Heights, which is highly recommended. I'm just going to get a Uber rickshaw now, and we're going to Ugrasen Baoli, which is a stepwell here in Delhi. I'll catch up with you on that journey. Speak to you soon. You can say hello. Say hello to everybody in the world. Brilliant, thank you, Azim. Pay you money? Okay. There's a tip for you there as well. And so if you want to subscribe, I'll put you on the world. So say hello to the world.
Hello, Michael. Please subscribe Michael first.
Ah, it's very kind. Thank you very much. Really nice to meet you. You have a good day. Catch up with you soon. Thanks, Azim. Hey, what a lovely guy. So we're now at the Agrasen Baoli. Going to go and have a look around inside. I'll give you some information when we get in there. It's supposed to be fairly impressive, I've been told. Oh wow, look at that. Dates back to the 14th century, although people were not really sure when it was actually built. 108 steps down to the bottom. The black water, according to legend, is because many, many years ago a man fell into the stepwell. The black signifies his death, and the stepwell is reported to be haunted. I don't think I'm going to hang around into the evening to find that one out somehow. The stepwell itself, in bygone years when there was no plumbing, etc., this was the only way of people being able to draw water from rainfall and from the water table in order to drink, wash, cook, etc. It's open from 9 o'clock in the morning and it's completely free to get in. Really worth a visit though. And it's only a 5-minute tuk-tuk ride from Connaught Place. As I wander down to the bottom, and we'll see what the view is like from the bottom area. It's amazing, this goes back 600 years. When you think about what the level of building was like back in the 14th century in like Western Europe. And we were living in sort of huts with straw and stuff like that. I like the things I've seen so far in India. The architecture in the building was probably ahead of its time. Impressive place though. And there's the black water. Certainly wouldn't fancy drinking from it anytime soon. A laundry operation going on. Might even be my hotel bedsheets. What would we do without Google Maps? A bit hazy and foggy today. Those white buildings in the distance, that's the start of Connaught Place. Okay, now at Connaught Place, you can have a wander in the park first of all, and I'll tell you some of the history and information that may be useful to you regarding Connaught Place.
Very nice things you can find over
So
there.
how do you say hello in, do you mind if I film you?
So you are not, is good for you or not?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
put
yeah.
in a YouTube or what?
If you don't mind me doing that, is
No
that okay with you? Yeah. So how do you say, is it Sat Sri Akal?
Yeah, Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri
You know
Akal.
very well.
Have you been?
Go Amritsar and take free food, and if you like to be, nobody can ask for money, donate something and go Baga border.
Okay, yeah, I want to go to Wagga Border when I'm first there.
Yeah.
And I want to go to the Golden Temple, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I want to go to the museum,
Yeah.
Partition Museum,
Yeah.
and look at all those sites there. And I go to McLeod Ganj after that.
Oh, for match.
No, I couldn't get a ticket.
Okay.
I wish I had. I didn't realise, because I bought my tickets early to India. I didn't realise there was a cricket match on when I booked my tickets, and I leave McLeod Ganj on the first day.
I am telling you, sir, one thing. Don't put my photo as a scam.
Oh, no.
Please, sir,
Of course I won't. You're not a scammer, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
I'm not a scammer, sir.
No.
Some foreigner people, they come and take video and put the person.
No, I can promise you I won't do that. You're just helping me out, so that's fine.
Don't do like this.
No, of course I won't. If you was a scammer, I would, but you're not a scammer.
No, I'm not.
So was you born in Delhi? You lived in Delhi all your
No,
life?
I was born in Punjab.
Okay.
Near Amritsar.
Yep.
But now, because that time the schools are not good there. So because my children study,
No.
I take them to the Delhi.
Oh,
Now
okay.
they are studied. But
Is the
now
schooling better in Delhi?
better, but now Punjabi school also very better
Oh, okay.
because most of the Punjabi people are living abroad.
Okay. We have a lot of Sikh people in the UK.
Yes, UK, America, and also Canada.
Yeah.
Canada is a mini Punjab.
Yeah. Sikh people are very proud.
Yeah,
The warrior race.
yeah, very. Now, sir, you can go yourself from this light
Okay.
to the next light.
Yeah.
Near next light, ask anyone where the Delhi Heart.
Okay.
It's
I
a
will do
very
that.
big emporium, and really 6 months to make a one carpet. If you like to buy carpet, they send your home free.
Oh, okay. I don't think I need to take a carpet home. I've just got it sent home.
No, I'm just telling
I've
you.
done that before when we've been on holiday with my wife. So it's just down the next lights, yeah?
Yeah, next light, ask him. So you are a YouTuber?
I've only just started my channel. It's very new. I've only got just over 200 subscribers, but I've got 80,000 views so far. But it's beginning to grow quite well now.
Oh,
So I'll give you a card in a little while. When I post it on YouTube,
okay.
you can go on YouTube and you can see yourself.
Thank you, sir.
So you can say hello to the world.
Yeah, hello to the world. And I help you to cross the road. Then you can go yourself.
Okay,
Next light, right side, a very big government market,
brilliant.
and buy something. You help poor people,
Yeah, sure.
and it's good for.
That's what I wanted to do while I was in India, rather than doing individual things,
Yeah,
do something that's going to help more people, you know?
buy some jewelry for your wife, whatever.
No, she's got too much jewellery. No more jewellery for my wife.
Okay.
I bought too much jewellery.
Thumbs up. Okay, sir.
Really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. You have a good day today, and thank you for your help.
Thank you
I
very much.
appreciate it. You look after yourself. Thank you. You take care. Sastriakal. Thank you. Oh, what a lovely guy. Yeah, basically, just telling me about the government market, sponsored by the government, and all the proceeds of the market go towards helping poor people. So anything that you buy at the market obviously goes back to people rather than a business's pocket, which I think is a great idea. I probably won't film in there. I'm not quite sure what the score's going to be in the market, but yeah, really nice guy. Apparently he used to work in my hotel. He's a security guard outside now. That's why I recognised him. But yeah, really nice guy. Loving the name of that restaurant, Burger Singh. Fantastic. One of the things I've noticed and found out in India is that when you're on your way to somewhere, there are lots of genuine people trying to chat. And I was talking for about 40 minutes with a big Indian cricket fan. He was asking me if I was over here for the match because he found out I was going to McLeodganj, and he's a great Sachin Tendulkar fan. And one thing led to another. He was telling me about places I can visit where I'm going in India. But yeah, really genuine guy, but it does seem to be the thing that you will get engaged in conversation. Obviously, you don't have to. Set my life in my hands crossing the road. But yeah, some really nice guys. So the Sikh gentleman was really nice. Ahmet, the guy I was just been speaking to. So quiet in here. Giant Indian flag. Okay, so while we're walking around the park, I'll give you a bit of information around Connaught Place. So it's built during the British colonial era and was actually completed in 1933. It's named after the British Duke of Connaught, and Connaught Place, which is officially known as Rajiv Chowk, is one of the main financial, commercial business centres in Delhi. And I've seen that from the number of offices and banks that are around this part of Delhi. It was envisaged at the beginning as a combination of commercial and residential buildings, and to any British viewers, they may recognise its resemblance because it's remodelled on the Royal Crescent in Bath in England. So the way, and it can be quite confusing, the way Connaught Place is laid out, it's two concentric circles forming one inner circle, and there are 7 roads that radiate off of that circle. And each block is divided into block letters from A to M. It can be confusing when I first got here, but when you realise how the layout of Connaught Place is, middle, beginning circle, middle circle, outer circle, it is a lot easier to understand. It does also house a number of headquarters of several noted Indian firms, and it is a major shopping area and nightlife area for people of Delhi. There's more sort of upmarket shops and brand names in Connaught Place. A lot of high street names that you'll be familiar with in the US, in Germany, in the UK, Canada, etc., etc. And it is named after the former Indian Prime Minister, Rajiv Gandhi. There is a market, it's an underground market in Connaught Place called Palika Bazaar. It's located between the inner and outer circle of Connaught Place, and it hosts 380 shops. It has got a really bad reputation for selling illegal products such as stolen goods, fake designer products, unlicensed CDs, movies, software, etc. And police do conduct regular visits to that market to shut various stallholders down. And it's been listed, excuse me, as a notorious market since 2009 by the USTR to be an underground market with large amounts of counterfeit products. I have been in there. I didn't film in there because it is quite confined in there. And I suppose for some people it can be quite intimidating, particularly if you're filming. And I didn't really want to sort of put myself under any situations that I needed to get out of, so to speak. But it's worth a visit. I wouldn't be overly concerned about going in there. You just need to have your wits about you, understand what the market is about, and then obviously make sure you're taking the right precautions when you go in there. So that's Connaught Place. That's the market. What I'm going to do as well when I walk around Connaught Place as well is I'll share with you my thoughts so far about Delhi and about India. I've been here, 3 or 4 days now. I know it's only very, very early days, but I'm already getting an opinion of Delhi, of India, and I thought it might be a good idea to maybe share those with you if you're thinking of coming to India for the first time. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube you can look at, but it's up to you whether or not you want to take people's opinions. Obviously, the right thing to do is come and make your own opinion. So my thoughts on Delhi and India so far. Number one has got to be the people. The friendliest of the people. You've got to be careful of hustlers. For example, the people that you think are your tuk-tuk driver when he's offering you a tuk-tuk are not the actual driver most of the time. They're hustlers or managers who just tend to get business for people, I suppose, that work for them. But most of the people are really friendly, just want to chat. You do get stared at as a Westerner sometimes, but overall, my arcing impression is that the people are just really, really lovely, really helpful, really friendly, and really can't do enough for you. Number two, and the immediate one for me, possibly because it's in Delhi, is the explosion on the senses. I really thought I was prepared coming here for the amount of research I've done, the YouTube videos I've looked at, stuff I've read, but I wasn't prepared, especially for Chandi Chowk. It's hard for Westerners who are not used to the chaos of old Delhi. Some may find it intimidating. So as long as you don't take personal risks, the noise, the constant beeps, the colours, the sights and the smells. I must say, I've had no horrible smells whatsoever, which did surprise me. Most of them tend to be the smells of incense, good food, barbecue, and obviously fumes from traffic. But generally speaking, I've not had an issue on that, but it really is an explosion on the senses. Number three would be traffic. Old Delhi, especially, is gridlocked a lot of the time. It's often quicker to walk. For example, on the first day, I walked back from Duckmaw Masjid, which was about a 3-kilometre walk to the hotel. It was much better than sort of sitting in the traffic all the time. It is a wild ride on the tuk-tuks. There are rules of the road in India, but no one seems to obey them. It is the language of the beep, and I'm convinced, although I've got to have this proven to me, that there is a language of the beeping, like the number of beeps people give. You know, one beep, for example, I'm coming to your left, 1, 2 beeps could be coming to your right, etc., etc. So it's something that you need to be aware of. Number 4 is one thing that I was obviously very aware of, is the poverty. You will see poverty at a scale you've possibly never seen before, from the very young to the very old. You've got young children, very young children, maybe aged 2 to 3, laying on the street with really ramshackle clothing, and very old people begging as well. You will have people come up to you in taxis and tuk-tuks asking for money and donations. You obviously can't give to everybody. So what I decided to do on this trip is, rather than giving out to individual people, find somewhere or something that I can give collectively to. And if I can do that, then obviously I'm giving something back to the people of India. Number 6, which I mentioned earlier, was the hustlers. It's not always tuk-tuk drivers, but you've got to be strong and you've got to say no. There will be people coming up to you saying, have you been here? Have you been there? Let me take you. Let me show you. If you don't want to go, just say, I don't want to go. You know, you've got to be strong. You've got to say no and don't go. One of the tuk-tuk drivers, the rickshaw driver that took me to Chandi Chowk was insistent that I go and see his friend's spice shop. I knew where it was leading to try and buy something, so I really had to put my foot down and say no. And, you know, that was accepted. He walked off. I got on with my day. But be strong, because otherwise, you know, you're letting yourself in for some difficult times. Number 7 is foreigner prices, entrance fees and transport. You will need to negotiate. You can't negotiate for public buildings like the Red Fort because they do have Indian prices and foreign tourist prices, which are always more. But rickshaw drivers, tuk-tuk drivers will always charge you more than local prices. My rule of thumb that someone told me before I came to India is whatever they quote you, start the negotiating at half that price and meet somewhere where you're really comfortable. The other thing I did as well, which may be of help to some people, is just ask your hotel, you know, what would it cost me to go from A to B? Most of the trips that I do from my hotel in the morning, I book an Uber, and you can do motorcycle Ubers, you can do tuk-tuk Ubers, but they're obviously much cheaper than negotiated prices. But yeah, whatever they quote, go half of that and negotiate at a price you're comfortable with, and make sure that you confirm it with them that is the price they're going to charge. Number 8 is things to see. There is so much stuff in Delhi. I'm only here for 3 days. I've seen about, I don't know, 6 or 7 maybe of the main tourist attractions. There is some real beauty in the places you can see in India, and real history and architecture. And the people, quite rightly so, are really proud of the city. But in my opinion, you will need at least a week in Delhi just to scratch the surface, because you won't get to see much if you're only here for a few days. And if you are like me, then you've really got to be disciplined in what you want to see. You know, what are your priorities when you're here? Number 9 is disability friendly. Monuments and attractions are definitely disability friendly, with ramp access and toilet access for disabled people or people that have got mobility issues. They all have all been catered for. So getting around is another matter. Often there's no pavements and pathways are not well maintained. So if you are a wheelchair user or like a mobility scooter type person, sadly, I don't think you've got really any chance of getting from A to B by walking or by your mobility scooter or wheelchairs in India, which is a shame, but that's the way it is. Hopefully that will change in the future. So overall, what's my opinion so far of Delhi and of India? Definitely out of my comfort zone, and I definitely wouldn't drive in India. I think I'm quite experienced and I class myself as quite a good driver. I would definitely not be driving in India. But there's no need to. You know, transport is so cheap, then you don't really need to drive or hire a car. I certainly wouldn't take the risk, because if you're not used to it, then you're looking at an accident waiting to happen, really. There is lots of hustle and bustle, but there are also some really lovely, helpful people and some fantastic things to see. You need to be on your guard. Make sure as well, a number of people have told me, keep looking over your shoulder if you're walking around, because people will follow you. You know, they may be unscrupulous people that are looking maybe to steal a phone or a camera or a wallet. So have your wits about you when you're here. No, thank you. That's my hotel there, Hotel Palace Heights. Booked that on booking.com. Highly recommended. Lovely room, really lovely people, really friendly staff in there. We'll carry on. That's the guys just setting up there. Mobile phone accessories. It's a view of the flag. You have to watch for the street dogs as you're walking. Okay, so I think that gives you a flavour of what Connaught Place is like. As I said earlier, I will see you hopefully on the train on the way to our next destination. Thanks for watching.